Hello, friends. I'm Laura Barat from laurabaratastrologer.com, and today we're doing the card of the day for May 8th, 2020. Today's card is Jack of Diamonds. Okay, and this is a really cool card because the Jack of Diamonds is a lot of fun. They enjoy having a lot of fun. They enjoy their toys. This is the energy running through the day. It's a fun day. And to find something to do, even in the circumstances we're all in. And also kind of playing with toys. They get a little bored easily. And it's also an energy of the golden child. It's someone who's a child prodigy. They have all of this energy and all of this potential. And that's the feeling of the Jack of Diamonds day. Also, Jack of Diamonds is like a salesman and has a lot of enthusiasm. And but in certain ways, the Jack of Diamonds is not really that mature, but not immature in a bad way. Just not really mature in the fact that they're very youthful. And they just like a lot of different hobbies. And it's also a day of wanting to increase a person's fortune, really desiring to make more money or have more resources. Okay. And there's a lot of potential there for that to happen. It's a matter of does the person put that energy of the day into motion? Okay. Do they use that enthusiasm to make something happen? That's very much a Jack of Diamonds. Okay. And also, it's a day of making a good impression. Jack of Diamonds makes a very good impression. Okay. And, so that's kind of the Jack of Diamonds. And again, there's three forces behind every card. There's the creative, sustaining, and, destructive force. And that gives the energy behind the card. It's like the gods of the card. But it's also, the energy behind the day, what happens during the day. Okay. So on the, creating card, the card of the creator, Brahma also, and also the card of Uranus, it corresponds to Uranus, which is a planet of doing new things coming to light. They also call it the Jack card, so it really does correspond to the Jack. So this card really makes a lot of sense too. It's important because it corresponds to the Jack. So there's a kind of an exchange of energy going on. So the Uranus card is the Three of Hearts. You see that? Three of Hearts. And what is the Three of Hearts? Well, it is finding different things to love, finding different things to fall in love with. And that does not necessarily mean affairs. In fact, most of the time it doesn't mean affairs. It can mean that if there's other things going on, but it just means finding a new hobby, finding a pet, going out with a friend, going out with a business partner, things that we really enjoy doing. We just love to do. We can't wait to do, but it will separate us from our partner, or it will separate us from something else that we really love. Okay. It's kind of experimenting and testing that love because we love our work. We love our family. We love our friends, but we always do come back to that significant other or whatever it is that sustains us, that we put our emotional energy into at home. Okay. But the Three of Hearts is very much a card of finding other things to love besides your main squeeze. Okay. Whatever that may be. And, sometimes that's how things begin in the energy of this day. New things will come into your life because you are curious and want to connect to something different than your significant other or your main squeeze. Okay. Whether that's a human or a pet or video games or whatever, something else, right? So that's how new things come into your life and and through that Three of Hearts energy, that's how you discover new things about yourself and how you become more of who you are and more in your uniqueness. Okay? And then, okay, so the sustaining energy, the Neptune card, or the Queen card as they call it, this is the card that nourishes the energy of the day, that sustains it, that makes it grow into something bigger and more powerful. Okay? And that is the Ace of Clubs. Okay? Ace of Clubs. So what is an Ace of Clubs? Ace of Clubs is the number one card for getting out of depression. Because when it's a new idea, it's a new vision of life. It's having a brand new idea about things. It's saying, oh, okay, I'm so upset about this, but you know what? I can do this instead. I have a new idea about doing something. I have a new way I want to live. All right. It's a new business opportunity. It's a new friend. It's new knowledge, a new hobby. It's something new you want to learn about. The clubs are all about learning new things, or, well, learning in general. But the Ace of Clubs is learning something new. Okay. Making it, or having some new idea that's going to bring you out of your shell. All right. It has to do with formal documents like a passport or citizenship papers or a contract, any of those things. It has to do with something official that brings you into a new light, or makes you it makes you an idea of a new person, having a new kind of title attached to yourself. Okay. And so that's what the Ace of Clubs is. And it's a really good card. It's a really nice card, a very inspiring card. The clubs are all about inspiration, and especially, the Ace of Clubs, the Jack of Clubs, all new ideas rushing through and coming out of you. Okay. So it's a really nice card to have. So that is the sustaining energy behind this day of the Jack of Diamonds. And also, the card of destruction, the Pluto card, what they call the King card, it corresponds to this destructive energy of Pluto. That is the Queen of Clubs. Okay? The Queen of Clubs. So through the Queen of Clubs, today things leave our lives, or we lose something, or we let go of something that we no longer needed, or something just disappears. Well, what is the Queen of Clubs? Queen of Clubs is a very highly intuitive card. It's one of the most intuitive cards in the deck. It's a woman of common sense, a very rational woman, but also a very intuitive woman. And it's a very intellectual card, probably the most intellectual card. People who have Queen of Clubs strong in their birth spreads are serious intellectuals, okay? It's taking knowledge, taking the accepted knowledge, and working on that knowledge and making something completely new. I don't know if you know who Lacan is. He's a French psychotherapist, and he kind of expanded on the ideas of Freud, and just a highly intellectual person. His sun card was the Queen of Clubs. So it's really taking that knowledge to a higher level. The most intelligent card in the deck. And it's also changing and growing a business. It's high activity, extreme energy. See, the clubs represent career, and the Queen of Clubs is the strongest to build a career. She's extremely busy, very busy card. It's also a trusted advisor with good judgment. Okay. And the clubs really know how to make everything work. Now, through this type of energy, it could even be a woman that you know, that you work with, a woman at work, or, if you're a woman, it's your best friend. And if you're a man, if you have a woman as a best friend, it's her too. But through that, you lose something in your life today, or you let go of something, or something's kind of taken away that you no longer needed. And that is something that no longer serves you, no longer serves your sole purpose for the day. Okay. And if you're a Jack of Diamonds birth card, that's through your entire life. So I wanted to just tell you what the Jack of Diamonds are. Okay. So if your birthday is, after sunrise of any of these days and before the next sunrise of the next day, well, obviously, but it has to be after sunrise. So that's January 16th, February 14th, March 12th, April 10th, and May 8th, June 6th, July 4th, and August 2nd. And that's it. If you were born on any of those days, after sunrise, then you are a Jack of Diamonds. And I kind of just described the godlike or creative, sustaining, destructive energy behind your card. Okay? So that's it for today, for May 8th. And thank you for watching. Bye.